I'm going to break down for you probably one of the most valuable lessons that you could possibly learn, because most are not aware of the real goal here, like the real goal in life. Okay, your purpose is to overcome the parts of yourself that are holding you back from realizing your full potential. Like, okay, let's start from the beginning. How did you even get here? You have a particle of DNA from mom, a particle of DNA from dad, came swimming along, and the nucleus of you was born. And about 9 months later, you made your debut on the planet. Okay, you were already programmed genetically, right? That's why you look the way that you look. That's why you are genetically the way that you are. But from ages 0 to 12, everything that was going on in your immediate environment was being soaked into your subconscious mind. You've been programmed. You were programmed at that age to like certain foods, to speak a certain way, walk a certain way, be a certain way, the language that you speak. Like, if you were born by two American citizens or two Americans, and you are white, and you were born and you were sent off to, let's say, Tokyo, Japan, and raised in a home that only spoke Japanese, no one there spoke English, you would have no idea anything about English. You would have no developed language in English. Okay, so everything that's going on in your environment is being programmed into your subconscious mind. So that's why you like the food that you like. That's why you speak the language that you speak. That's why you dress the way that you dress, is because it's all been programmed. It's been passed down. Okay, so at that point of about 12 years old, as you start to develop your conscious mind, you start to be able to choose. You start to have the ability to make choices. Up until then, you didn't have your conscious faculties. You didn't have your imagination developed. You didn't develop your will. You didn't have the ability to listen to your intuition. You didn't have memory. You couldn't be like, oh, well, yeah, that was really cool when I was 4. Now that I'm 6, like, you didn't have those higher mental faculties developed. So all that programming, people are living the same way that they were when they were raised. Like, they never questioned any of the programs that were installed in them at such a young age. But here's the thing. When you start doing the inner work, when you start developing yourself from within, and you start to really question these things, like, why are you the way that you are? Like, why do you do the things that you do? And you start to ask a lot deeper questions and be willing to go to the depths of your soul to find out why. It's at that point that you'll really realize who you truly are. Because God already placed the vision within you. Your purpose was already given to you. Before you were even born, it was planted in you. Okay, so you have to become aware of the vision. You have to become aware of your purpose. And the only way that you do that is by removing the vices, by removing all the things that are not part of it, that are not part of the one that He created you to be. And this is what I teach in the Higher Self community. By doing these daily habits, these 5 daily habits every single day, you start to overcome your lower self, the one that's been programmed, the limited self, and you start to step into your higher self, the one that He created you to be. Okay, so as you start to do these daily habits, you start to overcome more and more of your limited self, your lower self. Then God actually starts to speak to you through your conscience. He's always been there. You've just been bogging out that noise with distractions, with vices, with other people's opinions, with all these things outside of you that was never supposed to take that power from you. You see, you're giving your power away to so many things outside of you. Oh, I need money. I need status to feel whole. I need drugs and alcohol to feel confident. I need a woman in my life to feel good about myself. And it's like, you have God. And once you realize that you don't need all these things outside of you, and you realize that you have God and that He placed you here for a reason, and you already went through so much in your life to get you to this point where you've realized this, now you're actually on the path to seeing it and overcoming it. It's at that point that you actually find out who you really are and why you're here. Because that's honestly the truth. That's honestly the whole point of us being here, is to find out why we are here. Like, why are you here? Everyone has different gifts. Everyone has a different purpose. Everyone has a different vision. But it's up to us to realize that, independently of anything that's going on outside of us. So I'll say it again. God put you here for a reason. There's never been you. There will never be you again. You are here specifically to fulfill a purpose, to fulfill a mission that He has for you. But it's only at the time that you're willing to overcome the lower self, the vices, the bad habits, that you'll actually start to realize this potential that exists within you. Because I'm telling you right now, when you stop engaging in the things of the old self, of the limited self, when you cling to comforts, or you cling to, oh, I want to have a candy bar, or watch this show that's going to do nothing for you. When you stop giving into those things, this other self, this higher self, starts to become available to you. It's always been there, but you just haven't tapped into it because you haven't given it the opportunity. You haven't stepped into it. You haven't put yourself in the position where you're like, all right, I'm willing to let this shit go. I'm willing to sacrifice this shit because I know it's weak. I know it's not serving me. I know it's keeping me stuck. And the second that you sacrifice those things is the second that it becomes available to you, that it becomes aware to you, because it already exists within you. Everything that you desire already exists within you. You just have to become aware of it. And I'm telling you, as you start to raise your frequency, as you start to raise your awareness by doing the daily habits that I teach in the Higher Self community, you start to align with your higher self. You start to become aware of this vision, this purpose, this mission that He has for you. Now He's guiding you, and you're able to listen to His voice because you've removed all the things that are blocking you from hearing Him, that are keeping you separate from Him, like the vices. You understand, every time that you drink and do drugs, you're telling God you're not ready for what He has for you, because you're giving into instant pleasure. You're giving into instant gratification. You're giving into the short-term pleasures. And every time that you do that, you're saying, yeah, I don't care about what He has for me. I'm going to enjoy myself now and indulge now. For what? To poison your body? To ruin the temple of the Spirit? The gift that you've been given, this body? Because God can't pour into you if you're a dirty vessel. If you're engaging in all the things, all the nonsense, all the ego. Why would He bless you just to ruin yourself with it? Because I'm telling you, if you're not ready for what you're asking for, and He gave it to you right now, you'd lose it. You would ruin it. So start to do the daily work, start to do the inner work, start to develop yourself from within, so that you can actually fulfill the purpose that you have here. Because I'm going to tell you right now, nothing in this world is going to fulfill that for you. Nothing in this world is going to fulfill the void that you have within you that only God can fill. The only thing that's ever going to fill the void and make you whole is you walking in alignment with who you are meant to be in this life. That's the only thing.